Hi, Cancer. This is your reading for the time period. I'm going by time period here because it's a little bit easier, and I'm happy because I have more space on my computer as well, too. Apologies for being away for so long. I had a lot of stuff going on and etc. things, okay? So I want to do the Crux Ansata for you. Where I shuffle 10 times. Some of you are familiar with that spread. 10 different placements. It is in representation of the Ankh, which means life. Okay. 10 reduces to one meaning one whole. Okay. But let's see what's going on here. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, November 18th to November 26th, 2017. Crux Ansata. Let's see what's going on here for Cancer. All right. All right, Cancer. So sometimes I like to look at the card that's underneath. Three of Pentacles. I'm getting bad business with this energy here, and it could be that you work with an earth sign energy, a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Bad business in the sense that maybe someone has been faulty, someone hasn't been doing a good job, and it could be an earth sign individual. If it's you, I don't really feel like it's you. I feel like you're doing an excellent job. However, things have been a bit tumultuous in the workplace environment with other people I'm getting like a trying to take somebody's position away, or trying to get someone to, I don't know, canning somebody. Like, I don't know what to do. Like getting someone to get fired, or hoping and praying that someone would eventually quit based on what you hear and see that's happening around you. There is manipulation. I'm getting an Aries individual. There could be an Aries involved with the situation. A Taurus, Pisces individuals, like that you basically, you may be spiritually tied to those kind of energies. Okay. But let's see what's going on here for your starting point. As a Two of Swords. If you're dealing with an air sign, you're trying to make a decision about this person. If you are dealing with an air sign, this person, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, has too many sexual partners, is the feeling that I get here. So that may be why you're torn. Like you're not sure if you want to stay with this person or not. They have too many sexual partners. Like you don't want an STD. You don't want a herpes. You don't want whatever the case is. And that makes perfect sense. It is your starting point, so it does not have to be that you're dealing with somebody who has multiple partners. You just don't want multiple diseases. I'm just saying, you just don't want to deal with you don't want to have to deal with making a decision at all. You just want to be with one person, or at least you want to be with that one soulmate that you feel it's taking a long time to come around to you for whatever reason. It could be an air sign energy that you're dealing with there. You're waiting on a King of Cups energy. You could be waiting on yourself to make a decision about an air sign. If you are a man, if you're dealing with an air sign female energy here, somebody's too needy. You could be dealing with an air sign that's too needy. Could be a Libra that's too needy. Could be somebody you work with. Somebody is on you. You know what I mean? Somebody is really on you. They're attractive. However, you want them to back off a little bit, or you have an air sign that wants you to back down a little bit. If you're dealing with an air sign man, someone is coming on too strong, and maybe it's just not something that you're really feeling. If it's a job, someone could be coming on too strong in the workplace environment, and maybe it's making you uncomfortable. Okay, that could be why you're torn between yourself. That you want, I feel like you're being drawn into temptation. I'm being drawn to Aquarius female. I don't feel like it's an Aquarius sun. This could be an Aquarius moon or rising sign that is trying to get you to make a decision about your sexuality in general here. If you're dealing with strong Aquarian energy coming through here for you, that is trying to get you to choose. Be with women, be with men. If you're bisexuality, there's a choice that you need to make. That's why I said you are waiting on yourself. What's going on in my sexuality? If you're asking about this, your present has the Ten of Swords. You may have backstabbed someone just so that they will stop liking you or following you or trying to be friends with you, if that makes any sense. Ten of Swords this was a hard decision for you to make, or for an air sign male, if you are a female, for an air sign to make about you in general here. So it kind of feels like someone wants you to pay attention to yourself a little bit more, or you want them to pay attention to yourself. You have air and you have you so far here in terms of your energy. Now, this could literally be like you want to work with someone, but it's just not working out. And it could be because they're too on you. Like they're too forward. They're too out there with how they feel about you. And maybe you did something shady to them, or they did something shady to you because of the way that you were acting towards them. This is basically like give each other space. If you're dealing with Gemini man, if you're dealing with Aquarius moon or rising, Aquarius energy here, air sign energy here, give them a break. Give them some time to think about what they want to do first before you decide to make changes to yourself, biological changes to yourself. I said biological. So it could be somebody's kid. It could be you trying to make a decision whether you want to have kids with somebody. In general care, you could have hurt their feelings, stumped on their dreams, vice versa wise. But you were hoping to have children with an air sign. Like you were hoping to get pregnant. Like you really, like you were trying to, like if you're a female and this is a male air sign, you were hoping that they would, come inside of you. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? You were hoping that that would happen, but it's basically like, no, I'm not ready to have kids yet. They're not ready. You know what I mean? They're not ready, and your loins, like you're being hormonal here, very, very, very hormonal, and that's why like you're not ready to make changes to yourself yet, biologically, whatever that means to you biologically. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, fourth position has the Lover's card, sign of Gemini. I did say Gemini, but we leave that in the future. Your instincts has the Four of Wands. This may be involving your home. You want a family. Like this looks like you want a family with an air sign. It could be a fire sign as well. You want a family. Someone's not ready, either fire or air, not ready to have kids yet. You may be contemplating in vitro surrogacy. If you are a female, you could be a male that is trying to figure out what to do about your air sign partner, if that makes any sense. Someone may have gotten their tubes tied around you and you didn't know that. You know what I mean? And maybe you're finding that out, that what the hell? You got your tubes tied without telling me? Like, how could you do this to us? How could you do this to our future? I said biological. So there could be a situation. Someone could have had an abortion. If you are female, you could have had an abortion, or you're dealing with a partner, air sign or fire sign partner that may have had an abortion behind your back and you didn't know that. And that's why I'm saying biological. Is this my biological son? Is this my biological daughter? If someone has children, this Ten of Swords is like, you're not the dad, basically. If you're dealing with a situation with an air sign man, you're not the dad. So you could have gotten pregnant, but not from this air sign person, if that is the case, okay? Or you're on the outside looking into that happening to somebody else. Your accomplishments has the Ace of Swords energy here. It is an accomplishment because you're trying to revisit a situation that maybe you tried to give a break from. Maybe it's just time. Whatever it is, just time to make a choice, make a decision. Ace of Swords energy here. I gave you your space. Are you ready for me? Are you ready to have a family? Are you ready to start a family? Four of Wands is kind of like, I've been waiting for you to come home. I've been waiting for you to come home, literally. Like, where have you been? Ten of Swords is kind of like someone may have been cheating. There's a lot of energy here. I'm sorry, I'm going all over. There's a lot of energy here, but could be a situation where someone has left. They've been cheating. They've been seeing other people. I did say that you don't want to be involved with a relationship that is costing you your psychological health. Swords are your psychological health as well. I don't want to be with somebody with multiple partners. Like I said, you've been sleeping out. Haven't been coming home. Your instincts, Four of Wands, where have you been? Why have you not been calling me? That's why the Ten of Swords is right here in the present. So it doesn't have to be an air sign. It could be a fire sign energy, whether you're male, female, fire sign male that you're dealing with. I was getting Aries energy. So you could be talking to someone who has multiple partners, or you want kids, or they want kids, and you're not ready. They're not ready. Whatever the situation is. If you want to live with somebody, they're not ready. They're not ready. They're not done being with multiple people. They're not done yet. You're not done yet. Okay? Your mentality has a Ten of Wands. In your mind, you're seeing this whole situation as a burden. If you're dealing with an Aries male energy, you're seeing it as a burden. Someone is trying to get you to loosen up a little bit. It is a burden for you because, like I said, you are waiting on yourself. It is a burden for you to make a decision. It is a burden for you to try to decide whether I want to live with you. You don't know if you want to live with this person or not. They may want to live with you. And maybe they have a toxic They have a toxic way about them. You know, it could be that's why it is a burden. Maybe someone may want you to live with them, vice versa wise, but they have multiple partners or they've got kids and you don't want more children in your home. You can't fit more children in your home. If that's the case, could be a sibling that somebody's dealing with. You're like, and they're like, can I stay with you? You know what I mean? Oh, I put that in the wrong spot. I'm sorry. That's your spiritual self. My bad. I'm not redoing this reading. I just put it in the wrong spot. 10 of Wands for your spiritual self and your mentality kind of go hand in hand anyway, to be honest. But it kind of feels like you're dealing with a spiritual burden, you're spiritually stuck with this 10 of Wands energy here. You're not knowing what to do. You have a lot of people to choose from. You got a fire sign. You have the Aries energy here. You have air sign female. If there's a bisexual situation, you're dealing with an air sign Gemini energy that has multiple partners. And you're like, what the hell do I do? Who the hell do I live with? Who do I do business with? Etc. You know what I mean? Your mentality has a 6 of Wands. You're trying to release something. Could be something from the past, and it could be a person. It is fire energy, so you could be dealing with someone from your past that has returned. Fire sign energy wants you to live with them, wants you to move house with them, wants you to travel with them. And you're like, I don't know what the fuck to do because this person has multiple partners or this person has a sexual disease. And I don't think I want to deal with that right now inside of my body. If somebody wants to have kids with you, what the hell do I do with myself? And that's why I was getting biological. My biological clock, either somebody's biological clock is ticking. You're not sure if you can have any more children. You got a fire sign here that wants you to have kids with them. You know, your biological clock. If you're a female, you know what I mean? What's changing for you has the 5 of Pentacles. Money loss, either because you're deciding to have more children, you're making a decision, or you're dealing with earth sign energy here that someone may be leaving the workplace or getting fired from the workplace environment. And that may be what's causing some kind of issue. Your home does not have to be your house. This could be your workplace environment where there's a heavy burden because there's people leaving. You know, there's a heavy burden in general. You're leaving, they're leaving. You need a decision to make. You know, you need to decide, do I want to live with this person? You know, this energy here is changing. So either you're coming out, you could be coming out of financial detriment because somebody is going to live with you. Like I said, though, it could be that somebody's got bad habits. Be careful of somebody having bad habits in the home. Fire sign energy here that you're not sure if you want a house with them because they sell weed or something. I mean, you think somebody sells weed. Maybe somebody does sell weed on the side. You know, and maybe you don't want that energy in your house. Resolution has the 4 of Swords, a little bit of depression about this air sign energy here in the future, trying to make things work. However, it's making you a little bit depressed for some reason. I don't know why. It looks like you're going towards an air-like energy here, or you're just depressed about them in general. It could be about starting a family. It could be that you wanted to have kids with this person and maybe they're married to somebody else. They could be married to, you could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini energy here that is married or engaged to a fire sign, a Leo-like energy. They didn't tell you that they moved on to somebody else or they got engaged. And you're like, oh my God. You know what I mean? Maybe somebody could be air sign energy, could be already married. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy here that is already married or engaged, but they're still seeing other people. And you don't know where to fit in. You don't know where to fit in with that. And you're like, how do you want to start a family with me? And you have all these people that you're still talking to. That's dirty. You know, at least in your mind, you feel like it's dirty. That's why it's a spiritual burden for you in general here. You're like, huh? Or you could have had a baby with somebody else and you were upset that you couldn't have a baby with this person. That's why there's 4 of Swords energy here. But I get that you're trying to make something work. Even if they're not the father, even if you're not the father of a child, you're still trying to make something work. You know, with somebody that you're dealing with in general here. And it could be in the workplace environment. You know, you're still trying to make something work with somebody in the workplace environment. But they got to get themselves together. You know, fire sign, you got earth sign energy here and air. Okay, let's see. Let me look for an outcome for you, Cancer. 3 times. The Tower. Tower energy. Inevitable changes are occurring in the home. Somebody's moving in, somebody's moving out. workplace, home environment. You can't change this. Whatever it is, it cannot change. So if somebody's leaving you, or you're leaving somebody because you're not ready to have kids, or they're not ready to have kids, it's happening. Or if you need to make a decision about, maybe I shouldn't be with somebody who has seen multiple people. You know, I don't want that. Somebody's coming into your life and they're trying to get you to, I don't know, change something about yourself, biological clock. Like, am I going to conceive a child? Am I ready? Can my body do this? If you're a female, can my body, and male too, can my body do this? Like, am I ready? Am I really ready for this? All right. All right, Kara, so that concludes your reading. If you enjoyed the reading, and especially if it was insightful for you, please subscribe. I would appreciate you subscribe, like, subscribe, and share. My email, my Instagram, my PayPal is available for donation to the channel, general donation. If you would like a private reading, please hit me up at hassaniife777@gmail.com. The description, my email will be in the description of the reading at the end. Okay, so take care and have a blessed Thanksgiving if you celebrate Thanksgiving, and be well. Bye.